All right, hello everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you want to learn how to make this mosaic granny square purse, definitely keep watching. And what you're going to need for this video here, or for this bag, you're going to need a 5mm crochet hook. You're going to need scissors, a darning needle, and new stuff we're going to be using. We're going to be using stitch markers. And yeah, that's all you're going to need to make this cute bag. And let's go ahead and, oh wait, no, I take that back. The information on what type of yarn I use, it's in the description box below as well. And for this video, we're going to use two different colors. Boom, white and tan. Okay. Now I covered up everything, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to do here is you're going to make a slip knot. And once you make a slip knot, I'm going to go ahead and put the hook through, and then you're going to chain 4. Okay, and once you have done that, you're going to slip stitch that first chain, slip stitch again, find the center hole here, and then you're going to chain 2. And once you have done that, you're going to go ahead and yarn over and place 2 double crochets into the center circle. Boom. Okay, once you have done that, you're going to chain 2, and then you're going to yarn over, place 3 double crochets in the center. Okay, wonderful. Chain 2, place 3 more double crochets into the center. And 3, and then you're going to do this one more time, chain 2, and then place your last cluster of 3 double crochets into the center space. 1, 2, and 3. Great, and then the last chain 2. Once you have done that, you can go ahead and tighten the back hole here, and then you're going to find the second chain from your foundation chain and make a slip stitch. And so since we're going to change colors here, there we go, you're going to chain 1, you're going to finish this color here, grab your scissors, and then set this down, cut it off, okay, and then pull through. And then now we're going to go ahead and change colors. Okay, so now we're taking our other color, and for this pattern we're using white, and you can pick any corner of the square here, and whichever has the 2 chain space, and then you're going to take your hook and go through any of the corners, hook your yarn through your new color, pull through. And for me, I tend to chain with both ends just to solidify like the base of it so it doesn't move anywhere. So once you have done that, you did 1 chain, then chain 2 more. So you have a total of 3 chains. So once you have done that, you're gonna yarn over and place 2 double crochets into this corner space. Okay, and then once you have done that, you're going to chain 2, and you're going to place 3 more double crochets into this center space or corner. Okay, so we just did 1, 2, and 3. Okay, perfect. So now that we have done that, we're not going to do any chains. We're just going to skip over and go right into the next corner here and place 3 double crochets into this corner space. Okay, once you have done that, just like we did over here, we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to place another set of 3 double crochets. All right, perfect. So once you have done that, we already finished one side, so we have 2 more corners to go. And we're just going to do the same thing. Go to the next corner, place 3 double crochets into that corner, and then chain 2, place another set of 3 double crochets into this space, and then you're done. And now we're going to do the next corner space, and then we're going to change colors again. So yarn over, find your corner, place 3 double crochets into this space, chain 2, and then place your last set of 3 double crochets and 3. Okay, so now that that is finished, next you're going to find, honestly the best part is find the top of the 3rd stitch from the foundation that you created, because it just makes the height match up better versus going down 1 chain. So find the 3rd chain at the top from your foundation, if I can get it. There we go. Okay, and then pull through again, lock it up, and then grab your scissors, snip it off, and then we're going to move on to the next row. Okay, so I took my color, well, you could say color A, and then white is color B. So we have color A, and we just established our foundation chain in the corner here. And so we're going to do the same thing. Honestly, the corners are all the same. You place 3 double crochets in the corner, chain 2, and make another set of 3 double crochets. Once you get to the middle parts is when it's a little bit different. Okay, so we already did our foundation chain, so let's go ahead and place 2 more double crochets in this corner, and then chain 2, and then we're going to do it again, place 3 double crochets into the corner, and there you go. So now we're about to get into the actual design of the mosaic granny square. So it's a little bit different, and it's not that hard. All you need to do is place 1 double crochet into this space here that you've created. So we're going to do that. Place 1 double crochet in here, and then this is where the pattern starts to come through. So what you're going to do here is you're going to find the middle stitch from like your beginning foundation row here, or first round, and you're going to yarn over and place your hook behind the middle stitch here, and you're going to take your yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, and that's how you do that. So that's pretty much how the pattern starts to form whenever you're making this granny square. So now once you have done that, you're going to place 1 double crochet into this space again, just to even it out. And there you go. So now we're about to move on to our corner here, and just like our previous rounds, whenever we work the corner, yarn over, place 3 double crochets into the corner space. Okay, chain 2, then place another set of 3 double crochets in here. Okay, perfect. And I'm going to show you again on how to work the foundation stitch or double crochet foundation. No, front post double crochet. Okay, let me stop. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, that was a major brain fart. Okay, so now space here, and we're going to place 1 double crochet in here, and here we're going to do the same thing, front post double crochet, boom, said it right, yarn over, go behind the stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, boom, bam, bop, done. And then you're going to place 1 double crochet into the space above here. And that is how you do it. So I'm going to go ahead and keep going off camera, and this is the part where you guys will do this as well, and we will meet back once we have finished this round and have grabbed our next color, or in this case, color B, which is white. Okay, so we'll be right back. Okay, so now we are back and we have taken color B, or in this case white, and we have established our foundation chain, and we're going to go ahead and place 2 double crochets into the corner space. Okay, and then we're going to chain 2 and then place another double crochet into this space, or 3, so to say. And now we're going to go ahead and see that as you keep getting bigger and bigger with this pattern, you're going to notice more of these spaces are going to appear, and essentially you're going to still, same rule of thumb, when you're using the same color here, this is where you'll do your front post double crochets into these spaces. So it's really an easy pattern to follow once you get the hang of it. So now I just did my double crochet into this space, and then we're going to yarn over and place our front post double crochet here. So I go behind the hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And then we're going to place 1, oops, I went all the way out. Okay, hold on a second. Place 1 double crochet into this space. Bada bing, bada boom, perfect. And then skipping this cluster here, we're going to go into this space right here and place 1 double crochet into that space. And then we're going to yarn over, go behind this color here, or this stitch, pull through and pull through. Boom. Okay, and then you place 1 double crochet into that big space so that you can even it out. So yeah, so that's pretty much how it's looking here. So we'll go ahead and place 3 double crochets into this corner space, chain 2, place 3 more double crochets into this corner. Okay, so that's how that looks. And then we're going to go ahead and do the same thing like we did on this side. We're going to yarn over, find this space here, place 1 double crochet there, yarn over, do a front post, double crochet, go behind the middle stitch, yarn over, pull through, and then that's how you do that. And then place 1 double crochet here. Perfect. So yeah, so that's pretty much how this goes. So I'm just going to go a little bit faster, and very simple, very easy to do. And if you want another more in-depth video or want to see another version of this granny square, you can definitely check out my page. I have a beginners how to do or how to crochet a mosaic granny square on my page, so definitely click that and check it out. And yeah, so I'm gonna keep going, and you do the same as well. And one way for me to pick or count my rows here, I just count by the alternating colors. So this is 1 row, 2, 3, and 4. So we're working on the 4th row. And I believe, let me set this down because I already have 1 granny square finished. So this is what it's supposed to look like essentially. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows of alternating these 2 colors. And once we have done that, we're going to come back and we're going to add our border to the granny square. And yeah, and then we'll do a whole bunch of other stuff after that, and we will officially have a cute bag. So yeah, so let's just go ahead and do 7 squares total, and we'll come back before we start the border. All right, everyone, welcome back. So as you can see, I have made my 7 rows of this mosaic granny square. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. And we should have ended on the tan color, or in this case, color A. That should be your last colors row. And we're going to continue using color A because we're going to use the same color to create these half double crochets around to make a border. So that's pretty much what we're about to do here. So if you cut the color off, put it back on because we're going to keep using it for this round. And so yeah, so that's what we're going to do here. So I just slip stitched for my previous row and then I chained 2, and essentially to do half double crochets you yarn over, place one half double crochet into this space, and essentially that's just what you're going to do this whole entire time. So this is an easy round, and let's see here. And yeah, so just place 1 double crochet in each stitch all the way around. And that's pretty much it for this part. Okay, so that's pretty much what I'm going to do. Go all the way around and you do the same. And when you come back, go ahead and then slip stitch and then cut your color off because we're done with that. And then we're going to weave in our ends. So once we have done that, made 1 row of half double crochets around, weave in our ends. And if you have, and then also make sure to make 2 of these. So once you have made 2 of these, woven in all your ends, did your borders, come right back and we will move on to the next step where we will sew them together. Okay? So make sure you have 2 of these. Okay? All right. Great. Boom. We'll be back. Okay, so welcome back. So you all have 2 granny squares. The ends have been sewn in and everything, and they look just like this. Or with, no, they do look like this. Meaning if you use white or tan, but if you used any other color, that's fine. But it should look like this nonetheless. Okay, words. Love it. So now what you're going to do, because now we're going to essentially put these squares together and sew them up and using the whip stitch. And we're going to mark our corners here. So this is, I'm just going to take this and this will be the top of my bag. And I'm going to place a stitch marker right in this corner space. So you see this is the chain space right here. I'm going to slip my stitch marker in this space right here where there's a double crochet and a half double crochet, and I'm just going to slip stitch, not slip stitch, put the stitch marker, okay, in this corner. Boom. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So I did the outer one, so this is the same thing over here, and place your stitch marker in the corners here. So this will signify the top part here because we'll keep this open, or we'll not touch this yet. And we're going to do the same thing for the other granny square. And take this stitch marker, find the double crochet, half double crochet, and the stitch above it. Oop, then that is over here. And yeah, so that's pretty much what you do for this part here. And slip that in. Okay, and now we're going to take our yarn, and you can use the tan color if you want to keep it all like the edges the same color, or I tend to be a little funky sometimes and I like to switch it up. So I'm going to take this white yarn and sew in the stitches together using this color. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take our darning needle and take our yarn, thread this through, okay, and have your granny squares facing outwards. So you place them together, make sure the insides are facing each other, and you line up the corners, and you can flip it however you want to flip it, but because I like to work from right to left. So you match up your corners here. So you have these two places where you have your stitch markers. Take your darning needle, go under all of the stitches, both stitches, and pull through. And make sure you pull a lot because you're going to be using the same yarn all throughout to sew the bag together. Okay, so we have done that. Great. So then moving on, you're going to find the V's of your stitches, the top of your stitches here, and essentially normally you're going to go through both V's or both V's of the stitch here, and that's what we did initially, but that was just like to solidify the corner. But in this case, you're going to do this all the way around. You're going to go to the inner stitch here, or the inner V's, and you're going to take your darning needle, go through the middle one, and then go to the other side and go through the middle, okay? And then you just pull through. And that is essentially my version of the whip stitch. Because you can go through both or just one side of the V stitch. So I'm going to show you again, because you can line up your stitches together, and that's how you're able to keep track. You go through the bottom V for both ends, and you pull through. Okay, you can move that out of the way. Okay, so that's pretty much what you're going to be doing this entire time. You're going to sew these granny squares together using the whip stitch. So this is how you can see what that looks like. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. And you do the same. And we will be right back once we have hit the other side of the square. And like you can tighten it as well as you keep going. But yeah, so we're going to sew all the way around and until we make it to the other side. And when you make it to the other side, we're going to go through both V's just like when we initially did it the first time. So that just solidifies that corner. So yeah, so let's go ahead and do that, and I will see you guys once we are done. All right, everyone, welcome back. So we have sewn our sides here of this bag, looking fabulous, looking clean, okay? And yeah, so we officially have our bag or pouch, so to say. And honestly, you can leave it like this, and this could be like a, I don't know, like a electronic book sleeve or a book sleeve or a iPad sleeve, whatever, because this is cute now I think about it. But yeah, anyways, we're going to keep moving forward. And this time we have sewn in our ends with sewing the sides together and everything with this white yarn. And now we're literally in the final stretch. And essentially we have this top open part of the bag here that wasn't sewn together. We're going to take our crochet hook and then literally it's up to you. You can always make your own spin on it. But I'm going to take this tan yarn or color A. You can use color A, color B, whatever you want to do. But I'm going to take color A, aka the tan yarn. And I don't like to start in the middle because sometimes you could see that you start in the middle. So I kind of go to the side over here. So let's go to the side, and essentially we're going to slip this through and chain one. And this is the easy final stretch. And all you're going to do is place one single crochet into every stitch. And actually, when you make it to this whip stitch part, I tend to go under both here or work that seam so that everything is still secure and put together. So yeah, and that's what you're going to do this time. So you're going to place one single crochet into every stitch all the way around, and we're gonna, dang, why can't I get in there? Okay. And and you're going to make 3 rows. So 3 rows of single crochet all the way around. Dang, my hands are slippery. That's why, probably. Anyways, so you're going to keep going like this, do 3 rows, and we will meet back and we will create our strap or tassels or whatever you want to call it, but strap of the bag. Boom. And yeah, so we'll be right back once we have done 3 rows of single crochets. Okay, so now we are literally on the officially final stretch. We have placed 3 rows of single crochets here at the top of the bag, and she's looking really cute. Very nice. I'm really liking how this turned out. Okay, so then we're literally doing the final thing here, and we're gonna take our yarn, and you can grab either or, whichever color you want, and we're gonna make the strap of the bag. Okay, so we're gonna make a slip knot, and then we're going to chain 150 chains, and that's what we're going to do. So once you have chained 150, we will meet back and we will slip stitch the back bumps on the way back, but we're going to use the different color. Okay, so let's keep going, and I will meet you at 150 chains. Okay, so we have made 150 chains here, and I literally just finished my last chain, and now I literally stopped once we make it to 150, and I just cut off a decent tail here, and I'm going to take my other color, or color A, and I'm going to take this color here, and I'm just going to just pull through the loop here. Okay, and then on the way back, all you're going to do is slip stitch the back bumps of each chain that you made. Okay, so that's all you're going to do for this here, for the strap, and it gives that half and half look. So that's pretty much how I like to do my straps. So you just take your other color and slip stitch the back bumps. So this is what you're going to do. So do this, and then we will meet back once we have made it to the end of all of our chains. Okay, everyone, so welcome back. I kind of was working ahead of you guys. So you have chained 150 chains, and then you slip stitched all the way back using a different color, and this is what it's going to look like. And once you have established that, and you have like a decent amount of loose ends here, so the next part is you're going to manually, like literally take one end of this strap here, and it helps when you kind of roll them together and then stick through the stitches here, and that's essentially what I did. I just kind of marked it. I looked at the bag and kind of just counted my way in, and then I just said, okay, I would like them right here. So then I was just stick the strap on one end through through the row, and then same thing on the other side. And for this part, it would be best to weave in your strap on the first single crochet row, and make sure you stay within the first single crocheted row, so that it just looks even throughout, because if you stick it on one end and then you put it on a row above, it's going to look, wonky. So make sure you're weaving in and out in the same row. So that's pretty much what you're going to do. And I tend to, like I said, eyeball it, and then you're going to stick your end strap through whichever hole of the single crochet rows that you have done. And once you have done that, you will sew the ends together and you will officially have a new bag. So yeah, so that's literally what I'm about to do right now. Okay, so then this part you will see that I'm going to sew the ends of the strap here, sew them together, and it's good to match up the color so you know where you're going to sew your ends in. So I kind of lay them together, and I already have a white yarn here, and just weave it in. And if it's not perfect, it's okay, because you literally can move this to the side so no one can see that. So little tip right there. And yeah, you just literally find the color and you just match it up essentially, and just weave in the ends like that. So that's what you're going to do for this final part. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this off, and you do the same, and we'll be right back. All right, so here is the finished look. She is looking really cute. Love it. Very nice to the touch. And the strap is, you can switch it up. And this could be a crossover bag, or just, just like a regular tote bag. So yeah, this is the final look. She's looking very cute. And, if you also, if you want to line it up, that's totally fine. I actually have fabric on standby. So if you want to get some fabric and insert and line up your bags and stuff, you can definitely do that. But I'll do that later. But I'm very pleased with how this turned out. So if you want, or if you want to know more about mosaic granny squares, you can definitely check out my page. I will link the video in the description below, and or if I figure out how to do it, I can link it somewhere in this video. But yeah, you'll definitely see that. And if there's anything else you guys want me to make, let me know. Thank you so much for following along and supporting and everything. Thank you so much for the comments. I definitely look at you guys and listen to what you guys want me to make. So it really helps out a lot when you guys comment below. So if there's anything else you want me to make, all my info is down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.